Welcome to Kim's Art Alchemy, and look what I have to play with. Craftor very kindly sent me some fast cure epoxy resin, and it's a 4-hour demold, regular 1-to-1 ratio, and some mica powder to play with as well. Now check this out. I did have a sneak peek in here before. How did I open it? Here we go. Oh my gosh, this is like a treasure trove of colors. Look at them. So many colors. I don't know which ones I'm gonna pick out, which I'm gonna have to decide very quickly. But anyway, what fun. Look at all those. So today I've got 2 things I'm gonna do. So it's a 2-for video. And before I get to that, I absolutely want to thank Craftor for sending me these to test out for you guys. I really appreciate them sending that to me. And we're going to have some fun with this. So now Julie Cutts has used other fast cure resin, and it works beautifully for blooms. Now I have never tried anybody's fast cure resin for blooms. So we're in this together, and let's find out. First one, we're going to do a bloom just on its own on the one. On the other, we're going to do another bloom. But for the second layer, I'm going to use this druzy insert with some of this mica powder and coat the back of it and see what happens. That could be cool, right? Okay, let's do it. Let's open this up. So in this fast cure box, I got some cups, 4 cups, measuring cups. Ooh, I got more goodies in here too. Wow. Okay, popsicle sticks, always needed. Part B, 32 ounces. Part 8, 32 ounces. Put those off to the side. Oh my goodness, more mica powders. Oh, wow. Lily, thank you so much. Oh my goodness. I'm like spoiled for choice with the mica powders now. Okay, what else have we got? Little cups, gloves, and I've got some epoxy resin colorant. Look at those. So I've got white, red, black, and my favorite, blue. Directions. Oh, I missed one. And yellow. So, wow, look at that. Fun stuff. And little pipettes. Suck resin up if you want. All kinds of things you could do with these. I'm going to get that box out of the way. You do get directions. So you can demold in 4 hours, and it's fully cured in 8 to 10. Do make sure, it looks like this is done by volume, not by weight. So we're going to measure it just leveled in the cup, not on a scale. And let's get to it. Let's see how long it takes to mix. 3 minutes. And then you can let it sit. I have a debubble machine, so I'm going to put it in the debubbler. So let's get to it. Super excited. Here we are. Look at all the pigment that came in that wonderful package with the resin. So my choices for mica powders are overwhelming. I did decide, though, that I'm going to use the blue and the dark blue from this awesome mica powder pigment kit that has 24 colors in it. And I'm going to dust my druzy with it. And I'll show that to you on the part 2 when I come back to do the second layer. So I mixed up my resin for 4 minutes. Then I stuck it in the debubble machine. This resin is really thick. Stuck it in the debubble machine. And I had to stop it because it kept frothing over, just about, at any rate. And so it's super bubbly, and I don't know what to make of it. I'm hoping that they degas quickly. I hope. Anyway, we will find out together. And I basically just gave up on on using the debubble machine because it was just so frothy. It probably would have taken 20 minutes to get all the bubbles out. I'm like, who's got time for that? It's going to ruin my bloom experiment because from what I've heard, I can maybe do 3. From what I've heard, is you should just be able to mix the pigment. You should be able to mix the resin and bloom. So I don't want to wait too long. And normally with blooms, you're using a 1-to-1 resin and you wait for the resin to get to like 34, 35 degrees, and then you can bloom. But when you're using fast cure resin, you should be able to mix and pour. So it should be a big time savings, but I don't know. I don't know with this now. I'm not sure. All right, I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna be right back. Gotta let Acorn out. All right, so I'm using bloom paste, and I've got 40 grams of resin over here. So I'm gonna use 4 drops of bloom paste. So now Bond Craftor is really well known for its extremely clear resin. I love using Bond Craftor, the regular one, not the fast cure, for doing blooms as well. And it works super well. I just don't know what to do here. I think actually this one will be good for my second layer one where I put the druzy insert in. So let's try that. I'm just going to do a small bloom in there so that the druzy insert will show. So I'm going to draw petals with my stick, and we may or may not see them. Yep, we can see them. It's hard when it's white on white on white. Actually does seem to be working pretty well. It's a good sign. Look at that, it's blooming really well. I'm excited. There we go. And this one, I'm going to, wow, I didn't need to mix up quite so much for the white. There we go, stop. I don't know what that's gonna look like, but it'll be interesting. Let's see. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see, but it's gone fuzzy. It's bloomed, but it's a fuzzy bloom. Okay, now let's look at this one. Again, fuzzy wuzzy. Kind of cool looking. I'm so curious, and you can see where the light is. All the bubbles. And then the crazy one that I did. Yeah, wild. We'll find out. We're back. It is the next day. I did check at 9:30 last night, and these could have been demolded at that time. So that was 4 hours. And there's still little bubbles over the surface here that you can see, but it's the back side, so I don't really care about that. I mixed up some more of the 4-hour resin and just poured a little layer in this one because I dusted my mold. And I apologize because I thought I had filmed it, but apparently not. But look at that. So I sprinkled some dark blue in places, sprinkled some light blue in places, and then I took my brush and I brushed it in all the crevices. I'm gonna lay this way down on top of this one. I went back and reread the directions on the fast cure resin, and I think because this is so thick, I don't think I should have actually put this in my debubble machine. I think it created micro bubbles and it made it harder for them to degas. It does say in the directions that it will degas on its own, but I guess we'll see. These are the bigger ones where I had the bloom go all the way over, and it's so cool looking from this side because there were so many bubbles in the resin. It bloomed amazingly, but at the same time, it created these patterns in the white pigment paste. It makes it look like down feathers. So I cannot wait to see what happens with this. So here's the remainder. I'm going to divide this. I'm going to use the same 2 pigments. I'm using blue and dark blue, and I'm going to choose 1 and 1. So I'll have basically 3 coasters. We're back. Everything is cured. I'm gonna pop these ones out first. Shall we see? See? That's pretty cool. You don't really get the petal effect with it because of all the bubbles, but you do, but it does kind of look like down. It's a cool effect. I'm gonna have to try this again and not stick it in my bubble remover machine and see what I get. But it kind of looks like a little snowstorm, doesn't it? Okay, let's look at this one. Whoops, that is the... So there we go. Same, very delicate this one is, isn't it? It almost needs a darker background to show up the effects. How cool is that, though? I love it. All right. And now this one. So this one, remember, has the druzy insert in it. Let me move these off. All right, let's peel off this insert. Try and get my... Oh, there we go. Look at that. And it leaves this inner tray. Now there are some bubbles in here, of course, because it was hard for them to get out under the druzy insert. But that looks really cool. All right, let's see. Oh, what a cool effect. Actually, and look at the bubbles in here. Normally I'd be annoyed with the bubbles, but in this case, they all look so cool. Oh, wow. Okay, I've got my dark card here. Oh, look at these. Okay, interest-wise, this one here is so freaking cool. Bubbles and all. Like, I actually really, really love the bubbles in this one. How cool is that? And of course, if you didn't want those bubbles in, just use a thinner resin. So the Bond Craftor Fast Cure is a thick resin, and I think it would work really well for other techniques. So I'm a little bit curious to see now how this would work, maybe with the Blob Larimar. Gonna have to try. Anyway, in the meantime, these were pretty cool. So I wanted to do this experiment again and see what would happen to the bloom if I didn't put the resin in the deep bubble machine. And this will give me my 4th coaster for the set because I don't like uneven numbers. Here's the last one. And I put another Wathet color on there, Pigment by Bond Craftor. Let's see this one. See what happens when you don't put it through the resin through the bubble machine. Ooh, very light. It's still a little frothy, but really, wow, it works. The Fast Cure resin does work really well for blooms. I had a couple bubbles right there. Had I come back and just checked, I could have popped them and that would not have happened. So very cool. So I've got my whole set. So the experiment is, yes, you can use the Bond Craftor Fast Cure for blooms if you want to get this kind of down looking effect. So light and airy and poofy. And as you can see, the resin is super clear. And I'm loving the pigments too. So again, thank you to Bond Craftor for sending me the Epoxy Fast Cure resin. And yeah, I recommend it to you guys. I will enjoy using this some more. Also, the pigment powders, a set of 24, you can't go wrong with that. So many choices, obviously super shiny, great colors. And that's it for this week's video. So thanks so much for joining me, and I will catch you on the next video. Bye for now.